Hello there. Okay. Let's see, everything seems to be working. That makes a change. Alright. So just waiting for the game to load up. It was already loading when I started the stream, so it's just taking its time today to be annoying. I hope everyone's doing alright though. I've managed to record some more Spider-Man 2 today, and honestly, I'm getting excited because I'm nearly, I think, at the end of the game. At least the story. When you think how long it's taken me, a lot of people just blast through it in a couple of weeks. It's taken me, what, 4 months? Yeah, I'm chuffed to be nearly at the end. Feels like a dig at my own quality as a gamer, but it's just like I spend maybe 3 hours a fortnight on it. Alright, here we go. I think that was just catching up. Alright, let's cache this. By the way, hello there, Angel. So I did say it in chat, but I hope you're doing alright. Alright, nothing too interesting there. I didn't do my fleet climb again today. A little bit frustrating. More so because I spend crystals like this and then I kind of need to win my GAC to compensate. Okay, let's start here. Work our way around. Alright, might need to tweak that a little bit, but we'll see. Just realised there might be a setting wrong somewhere. Okay, we don't need to do refreshes, let's carry on. Yeah, try and farm Bad Batch just for the fact that I don't know if I'm going to go for them imminently, but it certainly feels good to get the Zetas on them, get them just built to a point that I'm like, yeah, I can use them. Even if it's not like for top usage. It's also good that Caloran back's farmable. Can start getting a few of his shards in. It'll certainly take a bit of time to get him done, but I think he'll be very useful when we do finish him. Okay. GI is the focus, so he's there. I've really tried to trim down my favourites here. I did have the Jedi Knight Cal Kestis tunes on here as well, but I figured I'm not actually working on them. And to be honest, I might as well do the same with Rex and Scout, because a bit like, what's the guy's name, Drogon? it's not something I'm working on right now, so yeah, let's just remove both of them for the time being. Just keeps my favourites very concise as far as... We've got a few farms that I'm finishing, like I do want to try and get... Saying that, do I need to do Marin right now? Arguably not. Nisa's probably the only one who I'm insistent on doing more with. And that's just because she's an Ewok. It's not like I need Nisa for Leia right now on here, so... Yeah, I'll leave her there for now. Dadbod's RT, then it's Bad Batch, which is the Shard farm, and... Yeah, I think we're alright here. 1, 2, 3, 4... Omega. How many Zetas do we have? Nearly 2. Can maybe give us the second one soon. Okay. We don't need to do anything. Well, we can't do anything here. Then it's Marauder. And I think we're all caught up. I've got one of these on each of my accounts. Radisir, Finalizer on my main. Once they're both done, it's going to feel really good, because I'm pretty sure that means I've got all the capital ships except for Leviathan here, and I have got all of them on my main. So, yeah, it will be good. But we have done the actual farming bit now, at least. Trouble is, 9th here requires 100 Karatech shot rods. So yeah, this is taking me a bit of time. I mean, it'll be worth it when it's done, as far as I'll be able to use Inquisitors wherever they might be needed. But yeah, it just kind of blows. Okay, what we have to use that. So it's now 5th brother. I really should do what other people do and actually make notes. You know, like, I've got a guildmate, Razor, who he's got like a little notepad in his phone, and he'll just jot down what he's doing pretty much. Like, I think he's even kept track of like drop rates and whatnot for galactic chases on there. And I'm like, I really wish I had that full thinking to do it. Okay, I was considering this last night, or even yesterday, but I think we're going to do it now. While we've got the freedom with relics to do it, essentially, let's do this. It's only one level. I need to go another, obviously, for Leviathan, but I figure at least we're sort of doing something with the signal data, otherwise it's just chilling there. Okay. PC was just freezing a little bit then. Yeah, I don't know what's causing this. It's as if Darth Malak corrupted my PC. Yeah, we're pushing memory a bit. Naturally, OBS has taken a lot of the memory. Oh, Microsoft Edge is running. That is not helping. I don't think it was the sole problem, but it wouldn't be helping. Maybe close Steam down as well. I'm not using it. Can close this down. There we go, it's only a few percentage, but it has settled it a little, maybe. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'll do it right now. If anything, I haven't got the droid brains. I did forget about that. But, yeah. I think at least R8's a little push from Malik, and it means he's close when we need him there. Gives me time to work on impulse detectors, gives me time to work on droid brains. Zim bundles obviously are always a pain, but we can get through that. So yeah, I think Relicate's just a nice little push for Malik, and if anything, it should remind me to do his mods. Okay, so with that in mind, let's just work on some of these relic materials, more signal data. I don't know if anyone else ever has this situation as far as, I don't know if you live in the UK or if it's the same in other countries. Like right now I'm wearing a jumper, and it's because, oh, that's good. Yeah, it's because I can't, or I don't want to put the heating on right now, because even though it's cold outside, you don't want to put the heating on because it's just like, it becomes too hot inside. So you're kind of trying to make yourself feel warm. It feels weird, you know, as far as there's no happy medium. You'd rather just try and not be cold on your own rather than just boil normally. I wonder what that is for Nisa, like if I can spare it. By the looks of it, I can. Green icons always bug me in that way. It's like, oh. I think I gave away a stun gun the other day and I was like, should I? Might have been for the staff, actually. Yeah, at least 8th Brother's got a bit of gear. Actually surprising that it jumped to 9th. And Dad Bob Bubba. Alright, so just mods to work on now. I'm actually thinking who I'm working on here. I have been working on Raven. just one piece. Just one piece. Alright, that ain't great. I've pretty much got one yeah, one chance, I'd say. I wouldn't say any of these are really important for revenue and speed, but I'm kind of reluctant to give up the potency because the mod may move to someone who could benefit from it. Crit chance, though, doesn't really help anyone, so... Unless it's someone like, I don't know, Greedo or something weird. So, yeah. Of course. Of course we get that. And it's a decrease in stats, so just discard the change. Oh well. Let's try roll this one then. I know 14 isn't a great speed, but I'm looking and thinking if I can get some hits on it, it could go in the 20s. Okay. Okay, so this is all done. Oh. Let's get challenges ticked off. Yeah, I think Stapp took a few stun guns too many last night. I'm really trying to hold back from using raid currency right now. Not because you shouldn't use it, but it's just a case of I've been in a situation recently where it's like you use the raid currency and then you're regretting it. I haven't no stopper. What's that? Oh, I think I saw something the other day. Sorry, I thought you meant like today. I think I saw something recently. I'll be honest, I wasn't exactly sure. I knew it was FIFA, but I didn't really know other than that what it was. Like, I couldn't tell the game mode and all that. Don't think we need Anthony right now. Oh, okay. Fair dues. I feel like, I know it's not FIFA now, but whatever the game's called, it's like, I had to go with the free trial they give you, like where they say, right, you can play it for 10 hours and you then decide if you want to buy it or not. I don't think I've actually used the 10 hours still. It's not like FIFA's bad as such, it's just, I don't know, I don't get the same enjoyment out of it that I once did. I think there's only so many times you can play it, and not just that. It can't, again, I don't recognise the irony when I play this game constantly, but it's like, all the changes they make, I feel like they've taken some really good gameplay and made it bad. I think the one thing that really got me is penalties. There was a point when penalties felt really good to take, and then they made changes to the system, and it got to a point where it's like you've got to do all these different things to score, and you're like, just let me line it up and shoot. Don't make me jump through about 3 different hoops just to get the ball in the net. You know, I'm playing on my own, and I'm thinking, I might as well just not bother with the penalty, because I can't bloody score the thing. Darth Revan, thank you for the follow. Hello there. That's not great. 5 speed's good, but that's a bit of a clash of primaries. You scored against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final on FIFA career? Nice. I'm going to say, I think the thing for me is as well, it just gets too easy to hit the restart button. Sometimes you want to have like authentic matches, if you like. You know, you want to feel like you're actually trying to have a real match. And just having that restart button just makes it too easy sometimes. Especially when the AI does weird things, a bit like you go, oh, come on, that shouldn't happen. So you just restart and then you think, oh, no, I don't want to do that. I think I actually turned down ball on last time. Yeah, I mean, I used to play on what was I think it was ultimate difficulty, the one above world class. But again, they haven't really altered the difficulty much. Oh, sorry, they've altered the difficulty to the point where it's like, I don't know, it kind of put me off it a bit. You haven't played FIFA since 2005, then you rediscover Football Manager. I do try Football Manager every now and again. I don't think I've got it on my desktop right now, but I did have FM23, but I haven't bothered reinstalling it yet. Well, I say reinstalling it. It is a year out of date now, but I keep trying to dip into it to try and get the hang of it, but I think there's just a big learning curve for it. Not really. I mean, anything's possible on FIFA. Especially, it depends on your difficulty level as well. You know, if you're on like amateur, 20 nil's like low scoring. Even on pro, 20 nil's possible. Depends how good a player you are as well. I think I'm all done here, aren't I? There we go. Yeah, I think medium. This is where, again, they've changed the difficulties a bit since I used to play it regularly. I think it used to be amateur, semi-pro, professional, world-class, legendary. I think they were the 5 difficulties. I'm guessing that's like a player career thing. Yeah, I do try and keep track of my difficulty, just so that I know if there's... If anything, I'm kind of recognise that as I've got a little bit older, my reaction time's gone down just a little bit. So I think that's one of the reasons why I did lower it from that 5th difficulty level down to world class recently, because I was like, I want to at least try and enjoy it. But, yeah. There was a point when you're playing it on like that 5th level, and it's constantly felt like the game was... It didn't matter what position in the penalty box they were, they would score a goal against you. So it felt like you were always a couple of goals down because you had to score really good goals to get level, essentially. That was what was winding me up about it. Again, it's probably a skill issue on my part. I'm not knocking the game, but it kind of got a bit irritating. Like, you kind of just want to be able to enjoy the match, not feel like you're constantly fighting an uphill battle. Yeah, Ultimate Team as well is one of the things that, I wouldn't say put me off it, but I played that a lot one year when I was at university. And honestly, it was worse than this for microtransactions. I really regret what I spent on it that year. More because I was kind of forgetting, or not really thinking, that purchases wouldn't carry forward. So yeah, it was a long time ago. Well, I say a long time ago, it was 12 years ago now. But yeah, just the principle of the game mode kind of put me off it. I'm not saying you can't play it free to play now, but I think it's just left a bad taste in my mouth. Here we go. I think we've done all these yet. Just Cal at the end. Cal's like my bookmark. Okay. Ships. Get some echelon. I want that done soon. I'm kind of fed up of farming it. Reaper, I would like to be done soon, but I'm only on 5 stars, so I just know it's going to take forever. It's just one of the few ships I've neglected. We don't need farm this, so I don't know why I'm clicking on it. Alright. Try to remember who I'm taking up. I think it's Lobot next. Again, car attack. It's where it does I say wind me up, it just gets boring. It's like all I do every single day almost is farm this node, you know, and I look and I think, fair enough, they want to sort of put... Originally the idea is they said they wanted to make the gear crunch more diverse, and I think all they did was essentially make it that you're constantly farming this one node, and I'm like, can't you just put some different gear in now just to make it a bit more varied? Like, I wouldn't mind so much if we had crunches on other gear at times. Just feels like it's always car attack. Well, it feels like it is always car attack. You're doing well there, Beth. I mean, I wish I could get to that stage myself. I mean, I'm just never going to be there. I mean, you look at this, right? I'm slowly working on my relics, but it's just a slog, innit? That's another thing that kind of put me off FIFA a little bit. Well, I'll say FIFA, but FIFA Ultimate Team. The fact that you do get these Team of the Week things all the time, and I'm like, I don't know. It didn't really sit well with me, the idea that you can have some really time-exclusive character, if you like. Well, let's say character, player. Again, for me, I kind of got it when it was, like I say, when I was playing it back when I did. Because it was like, okay, you can buy these players, and it kind of made sense to me that, you know, you can buy them, you can got the relation, the chemistry and all that lot. But then when you're suddenly throwing in like legendary players and all this lot, I'm like, ugh. It just became too much to sort of get in my head. I mean, it's like I say, I've got the free trial on me PS5, and I can't say I'm tempted to pick it up, really. You know, I've got it there if I want a really fancy a game of football on there, but that's about it. If it ever becomes free to download, because I have like EA Play, if it ever becomes free to play, I'll just download it properly, but that's about it. It's a bit of a shame, really, because I do think as a game, it's something that should always have that sort of prestige. But I think with Pro Evolution Soccer going down the pan and disappearing, it's like, it's just got complacent. This is the thing, I've done that in the past. I've played FIFA Player Career Mode. That's, you know, that's the only thing I play. Like I say, it just doesn't thrill me. I'd rather spend time playing other games than that. There's only so many times you can, like, buy some OP young player and, you know, it just becomes very rinse and repeat. I haven't used my ship hand, Java. Yeah, and I'll be honest, I'm just not that interested in to do that. I think that's just the bottom line. It doesn't interest me enough. Yeah, I mean, I keep track of what the game's got. And so when they announce a new game, I do read the blog post just to see what they're going to put in it, just in case there is something genuinely interesting. It's like when Volta came out a couple of years ago, I did have a look at that because I was like, oh, I want to see if Volta's something that could be fun, but you have a little goof around on it and that's it. And that's kind of what FIFA's become to me, just something you have a quick goof around on and then it just sits in your game library. Okay, we've got health and health, so that's brilliant. Health mod, health primary, and a health secondary. That is beautiful. It was a 5, wasn't it? Yeah. Wow. I don't think I could have asked for a better mod in terms of stat lines. Pound to a penny doesn't roll anything good, but you know, it's still good on paper. Okay. Anything else here that we want to nab? We haven't really got enough yet to get both of those, so we'll just skip it. Alright, we've got the med packs, we've got the Carbontes. No need to buy them, we've got loads of them. And yeah, I think we're okay from here. There is something that I had forgotten about when I started doing all that, which is that I've done a remod for the Raver mission. So I'm just going to hop in and do that. And I'm pretty sure I didn't touch a Raver mod because all I touched was Captain Rex's. Actually, that was okay. It's these three I like switching. I don't know about anyone else. I have like an order for them. You know, I always have 9th at the end, and then have 8th close to me to click, and then 5th further away. It's just kind of where I've got used to them. Let me double check I've got the correct mods on. Yeah, Crit Void. Protection for 7th. Nothing too fancy here, but just a bunch of bulky stats. Crit Avoid. And we got the accuracy arrow. So, I've had a couple of times in recent weeks and months where I start the battle, Grand Inquisitor and or one of the other first out the gate ones gets stunned. Now, those times that's happened, I've lost. So that's why I'm taking to streaming it, because I think if I'm streaming it, then maybe people can give me their thoughts on what's happening. And if not, I've just got time to sort of plan it out or think it through. So, yeah. That's why we're doing it here. That, and we've got a bit of time. It's still an hour till GA. One. Alright, that's perfect. No stuns. Yeah, that is absolutely brilliant. So we've got the tenacity up, and we can now just rip them. Yeah, we'll cleanse. It feels weird cleansing this early, but we'll do it. Alright, the big one's down. Let's do the AoE. I don't use the heal unless I need to. It's just something I feel is handy to have on cooldown. Yeah, we got Scav nice and early. Thankfully, we got, I would say, if not perfect, close to it RNG. No stuns. We got all the, we got pretty much what you'd want out of the gate. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. Although I must say, I'd have preferred it if that hadn't have been there. The stealth. We should be fine now. It's just got to deal with Kenobi. Alright, do the AoE. And get the blind out. That should get the 6 stacks. We can get an ability block. Good for our debuffs. And we'll do that because I think we can remove Turn Meter. Yeah, okay. What do I think of the DC films? I haven't seen them of late. It's weird. I actually saw a clip from The Flash earlier that I didn't know about, and I was kind of like, okay, you know, it was a spoiler of sorts, but I didn't really care too much because it was like, it's the issue with the DC films. They're kind of all up in the air right now since James Gunn's taken his place there. So you sort of hear about these films and you're like, eh. I wasn't really too fussed about them anyway, as far as, even though I like the characters, they weren't really very good films in my opinion. It's like Batman vs Superman, I was not really impressed by that. You could argue Wonder Woman was good, I thought. Then Justice League was not great. I haven't seen the Zack Snyder cut yet, but I do need to watch that. But yeah, just in general, they've been all over the place. I watched probably 6 to 7 seasons of Flash on TV. I would say by far Grant Gustin was better. And that, again, I'm basing that largely on the bit I saw of Ezra Miller in Justice League. But yeah, I would, yeah, there is that as well. I'm just trying to separate the person from the performance, if you like, for a second, Mary J. But I do agree. I go back to it though. Grant Gustin was just way better. You know, forget about like the actual genre of the show. Maybe it was a bit more like relationship drama, if you like, with the CW. It was still his performance was way better. Yeah, I'm 100% with you there. I can't remember the guy's name. Yeah, he played Reverse Flash, not the first one, but I can't remember the actor's name. He was in Scrubs, played the main guy's brother. I can't bring his name to my head, but I love him as an actor just from The Flash. I'm going to say he was just so brilliant at being able to play all the different versions of the character. Oh, it's gone from my head. Yeah. I heard he got written out in the last season or two. I sort of dropped off it at some point, and I heard he left, and I'm like, oh, that's a shame. I know Cisco left. Harrison Wells, that's the character I was thinking of. I was thinking of the actor who played him, but I couldn't think of his name. Yeah, Eobard was the... yeah, I can't remember who played Eobard, but I know he sort of pops in and out, doesn't he, like he was in Legends of Tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it was that version, not the other version. That's it, Tom Cavanaugh, thank you very much. I just couldn't bring his name to my head. But yeah, just when you see those clips like the Council of Wells and whatnot, and you think he did such a great part being able to make them all seem a little bit different but the same. I loved it. It's laid out quite well in the first season what happened. I say that because it's a while since I watched it. I think I might even still have it on Blu-ray. If I remember right, the gist of it was the idea that Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash, went back in time to try and kill Barry Allen, got stranded there, and killed Harrison Wells and took his place to try and then become friends with Barry Allen to then regain the ability to go back to his own time. I think that was the general gist of it. In the show, I don't think he ever was. At least I don't recall a point in the show when we saw the normal. Other than the point when he was killed, I don't think there was a point when we saw him. Is that season 3 you're thinking of? Because I gotta admit, I didn't like the boss. The villain in that season. Although I'll give Grant Gustin credit for the performance in that season, even though I think maybe it wasn't the strongest villain. Oh, they didn't do it in CW, right? I saw you say Flashpoint, but I didn't know if you're talking about that story. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing for the TV show they just wanted to take the bit of it they wanted, didn't they? I mean, I think it's just too... I say too big a thing. I would imagine just based on what the DCU films were trying to lay down beforehand, the idea that it's something that changes the entire universe. Yeah, if I remember right, the Flash in the comics is that fast he can actually think fast as well, can't he? So it's when you've got someone like the Thinker was the villain. The fact that he struggled to beat the Thinker, whereas you'd imagine in the comics they were kind of on a par. Yeah, but I think that's kind of how it has to be with some media. I'm not saying that you can't make them too strong, but it's like it is probably easier for storytelling reasons if you nerf them. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let me just download this. Just try and find out what my opponent's doing today. Yeah, that could be beyond what I've seen. I've only ever seen him in the Reverse Flash. Unless that's Zoom. Alright, doggo's barking. I thought Zoom was a good villain, by the way. I'm glad they went away from just doing speedsters, though. I think by a third one in 3 seasons, you were like, yeah, can we have a different type of villain now, please? You know what I was disappointed about as well? Again, it's spoilers here, but I was disappointed that they didn't carry on with Barry and Iris's daughter. Even if you thought the actress or whatever wasn't great or anything, I still would have liked more of that story. It felt like they essentially thought, right, we've got 1 season, we're going to do this story, and then once it's done, we're just going to let it go off and not be a thing. You know, it's like, I was disappointed they kind of just yada that away. Well, it's fitting for a comic book series, shall we say, that there's a recurring villain. Maybe not the big bad, but someone who pops up. I'm looking forward to that as well. I was saying the other day, because we did watch the Marvels, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do now that they've set some things up there with that. Ooh. Not to mention, I think Deadpool and Wolverine is going to be really great. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with the Marvels. I've seen a lot of angst against it, and I'm like, put it like this: I have watched far worse movies, and I'll look and actually, I'll tell you what, far worse movies. This is where I would argue Batman vs Superman is in a worse category than the Marvels, because when I watch that film, I'm like, yeah, it's got some nice cinematography, it's got some interesting moments, but a lot of it is just very drab and boring, whereas at least kind of, yeah, for me, I can't help it. I just find the Batman vs Superman movie was just very... Alright, here's a way I could describe it, right? I've had that Batman vs Superman on Blu-ray for, 6 years, or however long it's been out, 8 years? I think I might have rewatched it once, and I might be pushing it at once. Now, if I were to have the Marvels on Blu-ray, I would quite easily be happy to put that in my Blu-ray player and watch it again. You know what I mean? I think it's just one of them things where it's like, don't get me wrong, the concept of Batman vs Superman was brilliant. You kind of want to see what goes on there. But the execution was just very forgettable. Well, okay, maybe not forgettable because you've got the Martha, but it was just a letdown. I mean, I do agree, they never been seen on screen together, so it was a big momentous moment, but that's kind of why I don't like it, because it fell flat. Yeah, even though I kind of got what he was trying to do with it, I didn't like Lex in it. I'm not going like beat him up over it, as it were, but I didn't like Lex in it. Doomsday, it did feel like they just threw in a big bad at the end just for the heck of it. And yeah, Martha was just ridiculous. But arguably the best thing in it was the Batman warehouse scene. And that was probably the best bit. After that, I couldn't really tell you much else about the film because, again, it could be time. Maybe time's just polluted it in my mind a bit, but it's kind of forgetting. Sorry, it's forgettable. Oh yeah, again, they had some good lines like that. I'm not completely knocking it. But equally, I do find it more... I can easily skip over it, Like, I'd watch Wonder Woman over that again. Alright, I can do TW in a bit. Let's just go to GA. Just get that on the screen. Just one check, Tammins opponents, have they got Afra? They do not have Afra, so I think we put Jabba down. No, I'm not going to disagree with you about Gal Gadot. I mean, I think if anything, in 1984, it was kind of shown that maybe she's lacking in a few areas. But I don't think it was a case of the film was let down by her acting either. She kind of just... In the normal Wonder Woman, shall we say, the first one, I think she just did what she needed to do. She put in a good performance. Nothing like, wow, this is fantastic, but it was enough to make you think this film's good. Probably the worst bit about that film was the villain at the end. It's like, really, we're now doing this big CGI fight again? But by the by, I like David Thewlis, so I didn't mind the twist. But yeah. You just look and you think, come on, just make it simpler. But again, I could watch that again over Batman vs Superman. That would be actually a good tier list to make, rating all the superhero movies maybe in the last 2 decades. I bet there'd be a lot to go through. That is Superman in general. I think all of them have had that story. Yeah, maybe that is the thing. Maybe it is just a one-time watch. If you're talking about like the first time you watch it, I would say it was still a monumentous moment. But I think that is the thing where I would say after you've watched it, it feels like something you don't want to watch again. Yeah, exactly. I think if it was a bit Because you think, right, the story had so many different things going on. It like they wanted to set up the Justice League. They wanted to try and do like a sequel to Man of Steel. They wanted to introduce Batman. They wanted to do all these different things. Wonder Woman as well. And you're thinking if they'd have just focused on Batman versus Superman, it would have been great. But because they were doing so many different things in it, Lex Luthor as well being there doing stuff, it just made it all. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can't really remember the fight. It's probably one of the few reasons I would rewatch it, just to try and get that fight again. But when you think that fight was over pretty quick, if I recall as well, it wasn't like a long, drawn-out fight that you think, wow, these two are really duking it out. It was like, yeah, a couple of minutes and Bats is on the floor. Do you know when they do Lord of the Rings showings in the cinema again? Not to my knowledge. I don't think they'll do it anytime soon. But I could be wrong. Yeah, again, Martha, I was like, yeah, we're doing this, are we? It was such a weird line, like, wow, two people can't have the same mum's name. Oh, I don't know. Have I got any rebels, like, spare? Maybe I could do... Oh no, that's definitely Batwall if I were going to do it. How they played it in, it does. Pardon me. A bit like they really wanted to drag that moment out. I'm tweaking more here than I meant to, but I'm sort of going off the cuff a bit here. Okay. Okay, so we got Jabber on this wall. That is a squishy ass team, I know, but it's still there. I mean, if you're basically saying it's something that's an amalgamation of every, like, super character in all universe, then I would assume, yes, it could beat Superman. Because I'm assuming one of those millions of potential characters has beaten Superman. You know what I mean? Right, here we go. This file got in my head. So, front wall, we're going to have Rebels, we're going to have Atbar. Well, we're going to have that Atbar team I've been using. So Atbar, Leia, and Stormtrooper Han. Because I think that's surprising. Well, that's one the same, really, in my eyes. You know, I'm not saying like he's... When I say amalgamation, I didn't mean like all of the characters were lobbed into one. I just meant like they got pretty much everything they'd need. Oh, that could be nice. Yeah, I think we use that there. I mean, deflection's not much, but I just like the idea of the protection up. Yeah, it's something that's been in, like, it reminds me of Doctor Who a little bit, that. I think they're going down that road this current season, the idea of things that were more legends than, like, known entities. It's like there's rumours they're going to bring Satan back. I rolled my eyes because it's not a line I'm used to saying. Okay, I think we're going to save that Mon Mothma thing. I think. Let me go back to the bat wall, actually. Have I heard they're doing an Injustice film? I mean, that could be pretty cool. I'm not saying it'd be like top tier, but I bet it could be interesting. That's a very weird team I've just made, but I'm thinking at least then there's a tank, we've got a bit of damage, and Saw's... Saw? Hey up, Storm, how you doing, man? Just trying to rejig my defense a little bit. Saw's just kind of there to be a leader rather than to actually be the leader that's great for him. To his credit, he's actually in my top 2 teams. I don't know why, that reminds me of Hancock as well. Like Will Smith for playing Hancock, it's like... It was essentially like Adam and Eve, that story, if I remember right. Or at least how I remember it. Charlize Theron's come on away since then. I wonder what we're going to put on defense here. I could maybe put clones. Phoenix might be best though, actually. Because next season Rex is Rowlet 1, so we'll be able to have at least a small Datacron on it. I need Darkseid here. There we go. Let's get some doubt. Is there another doubt one? No. Alright, that is the one. Alright, I think I might have got lost there where the Doctor Who actually came into your story. Alright, I think I've adjusted alright here. Let me check what they put down though. So, we got a Jabber here, we got our own Aphra for that. If it's Sia Malakos, I'm assuming Slacker can take it out. I'm going to say adverts, the bane of every viewer. So is Slacker on this list? Yeah, we've got Slacker, Slacker Hook's crew can do that. Okay. Alright, I'm okay with that. As long as we got a way of getting through it. JMK, we're going to need JML. I wouldn't like trying two-shot it. That's where I feel sad that I haven't got SWGOH built here, because that would be a solo. Hello there, Estelle. How you doing? In a way, it sounds like the Doctor. Maybe not the Doctor, but it sounds very similar as far as what they've done with the Timeless Child. Am I winning? I'm planning. I'm planning very hard right now. Let me try and go a little bit. Hang on, have I got downloads here? Here we go, open. Let's have a look at this. So, the one that was bugging me was Seer. Oh, it isn't even Malicos. So, potentially that is overkill. So let's take Malicos out and do... What was it? Cal and crew. Let me have a look at this again. Has he got the Seer Omicron? Right, no Seer. Oh, hang on, they have got Seer Omicron. Okay. I'll be honest, you're probably asking the wrong one here for a name. When I did creative writing for my joint degree, and that was the one thing I always felt I struggled on, naming my characters. I did try, but I was not great at it. I used to try and gain inspiration from places, and it was like... I sometimes even went on websites and just Googled the name, like a random name generator. So... Actually, in a way, that's not a bad place to start sometimes, because it's like, okay, well, if you get a random name, maybe you can develop a character around it. But that's about it. Let's make sure we're only looking at wins for this. There's no Lord Vader here. So, arguably, I could just use bounty hunters. The reason I'm thinking like this is, we could then go Slacker on Malgus. We've got EP for Rey. Gas for Darth Raven. I'm not sure what I'd be comfortable with for CLS. CLS 3PO and Chewie 3PO. Now that's kind of where it'd be cool if could take the Tuscans off defense. I love the fact that they could just deal with that, but it doesn't seem worth risking. Adrad could be possible. JKR. Well, actually saying that, I need JKR for JML. Saying that though, is there a Luke counter? Yeah, you can do it with Luke. 100% win rate, 51 banners. I think I'd take them odds. Yeah, that does really sound appropriate, but can you imagine if Old Ben just happened to be in the team? Actually, saying that, he could generate a lot of turn meter, so it would still break down, I imagine. I'm not sure how you'd fit Old Ben into a 3v3 team anyway, but yeah, if I remember right, he gains turn meter for every rebel that is damaged or something like that. Okay, what are we going to do about this Django team? It'd be nice to know the comp first of all, but let's see, it's Django, Zam, and Boba. Yeah, I can imagine this is not a very common lineup. Alright. That's a very simple solution. Just whomper it. I mean, there's no Iden on defense. Let's do that. I suppose we could Adrad there. Oh, I forgot we got Iden. So Iden can do Mon Mothma. Then it's CLS on Adrad. Oh, saying that, it's probably better on Dash, isn't it? What's the Dash comp? Dash Vandor L3. Alright, so we don't necessarily need the first turn there. So I think we put that on Adrad. Maybe I'm mixing things up there, but King Arthur's way before 1970. At least if we're talking about the legend. Right, that's the bit I missed. Sorry, I thought you said that he'd been in a coma until 1970. I suppose the question would be, what has he been doing? Ooh, 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 ooh. That was the whole point of switching a lot of that around to do that. So then we can CLS that, or even really CLS that. Yeah, it's got Zorian, so CLS will be helpful. So we'll do Maul there. I suppose speed's the risk factor there. What's the Dash's speed? 327. Where is Maul? 331. And, oh, but saying that, Dash does gain speed. Dash gains 20 from his lead. Well, not from his lead, from his... Actually, no, from his lead, yeah. So, 347, you take the first turn. That is not good. Yeah, I think I just got there ahead of you, Beth. So, yeah, this is not a doable one. Trying to think what else I might have available. Can't remember my Piet's speed. 313. That don't impress me much. I feel like I'm missing one team. I'm just looking in case I've overkilled something I can afford to switch something around. Arguably that. I mean, it's fifth brother lead, it's not a big lead. So maybe I could do that there. And then GI. Actually, not even GI. I suppose I could do Treya there. Don't forget my Treya's only gear 12. We got Padme for those weird bounty hunters, and then can do Maul up there. Alright. Fleet looks pretty straightforward, no major complications there. So, we're looking good. I've got to say, none of this means I've got a plan in mind for Crimson, but I'm going to say it's a bit late to change Crimson. I got raid from Lord of the Fly. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing alright from Lord of the Fly's channel. I think that's something that's appeared in a number of mediums, the idea that if someone's super old, they actually forget how old they are. Which I can believe. Hey up, Fly, how you doing? I feel like I'm ready to go in. It's time now that's against me. Tell you what, just while we're waiting, I haven't actually done the GC for today, so let's have a quick look at it. Nothing else I need to do, I don't think. No. Anything coming up? No. Here's me hoping that Jedi Knight Calcastus had suddenly slipped on there and we'd not heard about it. Okay. So what is it? Resistance. We got a win with Galactic Republic. One light side, dark side character surviving. Win after evading 10 attacks. Fun. Alright, so let's get the Negotiator out. I imagine if you've got good Bad Batch, this is actually quite a good one with Marauder. Whereas I'm here thinking, how am I going to do this? Very good. Can't start my first GL coming in 2 days. Very nice. Well, very good as far as it's coming close. What are you going for? I was wondering then if any of those GR ships have got foresight in them, but I don't think they do. Nothing's coming to mind anyway. Oh, nice. I feel like if you can get Rey, it's the worst one out of the way as far as the event itself is a little bit annoying. I would have thought the void is just a bunch of nothingness. Alright, let's go for that. Get a taunt up. I haven't got a debuff, so I'm just going to do that. Of course. Yeah, no target lock, of course. Let's give it a go. See, this doesn't do what I know it can do, which is really annoying. Just base it. I think I should have plowed. Yeah, Plo was there for the taking and I didn't reinforce with him. I'm a Plo betrayer. Alright, let's put that there, try and heal up the Y-Wing a bit. Alright, there's the damage immunity. Alright, now we're just... Oh, hang on, saying that. No, we're okay. We've got no damage immunity. Alright, just drop them. Drop them like I'm like the hop. And we'll force that over there. Just for the crit hit immunity, if anything. That wasn't a debuff, was it? It looks like a debuff, but it wasn't. Okay. Just confusing me now. Alright, base it. And base it there. This is such a weird battle. It's not like you feel like you're going to lose, but you're kind of looking at it and going, it's just dragging. Alright, we're going to put that there again. Put that there. Is that Han? No, that Lando. That reminds me, I watched Mr. and Mrs. Smith this week. I thought Childish Gambino here did quite well. Alright, how much did we get there? Because I know we didn't get light side, dark side, but I doubt we got the evades either. No. Alright, we're gonna have to do it again. What I will say is there's a lot going on. They should do light side, dark side. That's the tricky thing with writing. It's alright having an idea in your head, it's getting it down on paper. Yeah, let's do that. I'm not sure it was a smart move doing that, but I think we might as well just go for this early. Okay, so the damage immunity's gone. Let's bring an IG. I mean, I'll say it again, there's a lot going on as far as, like, it feels like a massive bunch of different things going on. Like, this all started from Batman, Superman kind of discussions. It's gone into the world of Doctor Who, and, you know, it's like, it's a lot. I imagine it's the kind of thing that someone like Stephen Moffat would be enjoying, as far as I think he used to say he liked the idea of getting all the toys out of the toy box and playing with them. You know, not leaving anything on the cutting room floor. Okay, that's gone. What time are we on? Got 7 minutes. Oh yeah, Bart Trooper. We will give it a good restart.
1409 just redeemed restart BlueStacks.
See if we can get this feat done. As GAC looking, we've just planned it out. I think we've got a good chance, as long as I don't mess up. I think that's always the fine line with me. If I can avoid messing up, we've got a chance. And say, how's yours looking? I know your anti-Datacron movement was doing good at one point. Opponents not putting them on tunes. Okay. Well, that'll definitely get me light side, dark side, which is enough. No evade, though. Alright, well, it's good enough for me for now. I'll have a look, see if there's a good evasion fleet. I'd guess Radis, but that'd be a bit weird. I think that's the thing, isn't it, Sopper? It's like if you trying to explain, like, say, Star Wars in a very short space of time, it would be a lot. But if you can break it down a lot more concisely, it makes more sense. Do you get my meaning? You're very outgunned. Opponent has all 8 GLs, Raver, and at least Exec and Prof. Let's hope they don't put all of them down. I mean, I'm kind of grateful I haven't had someone who's been an FU for a while, but it's a bit rough if they are. Drafts are low there. You saw what character put 7s? Sorry, I'm trying to work out what that means. Oh, no, I haven't. Sorry, I haven't been in the in-game chat today. I feel like I played a lot of SWGOH today. I was on Spider-Man 2 for a lot of the afternoon. Oh, you got GK to 7-star. Nice one. You know, back in the day, right, GK was considered like one of the most flexible characters in the game. You know, he was like, you need a tank, Kenobi will do it. And it was funny for a spell. They used to just throw Kenobi in like the synergy suggestions on like the development posts when they were releasing a kit, as if to say, this character will work well with X, Y, Z, and General Kenobi. He was just that good, but they kind of made it better. If I've got the Time Stopper, I'll be honest, I don't want to commit to something like that, but if I've got time, I'll have a look. It's only just for the fact that, you know, I have a few things going on. But feel free to drop it in Discord. If I don't read it, someone else might. Drafts ships a lot reward TB you need to get. Are you talking about like the points we need in TB for ships? To be honest, with GOTB, it kind of gets easier when you've got a bigger roster, obviously. Oh, I get you. You're talking about the negotiator, right? I'm sorry, I'm with you. Yeah, it's 145, I think, for an unlock, and then 185 to go from 5 to 7-star. So it's a bit of a slog. What I will say, though, Negotiator's still probably one of the best early game ships. I think it was the Gerbil on YouTube who was saying about Home 1 that if you had Raven's Claw, Home 1 would still be like up there because it's still, you know, it's a good ship in like a Home 1 fleet without Horn, but it's such a weird one to go for as an early ship. Alright, let me counter that, right? It's not the same, but think about the parallel. Captain Marvel, in, you know, the 2019 film I'm thinking about here, I think it's 2019, 2018, whatever. And how I remember that story going is that she has these powers but doesn't know it. And then during the course of the film, she realizes she does. And by the end, she's almost a super god just for the fact that she realized that she was holding the powers back. So how I look at that and think, if the power's there all along, are they actually overpowered, or have they been underpowered by comparison to what they are? I think that's a question you have to ask. Okay. GAC is going to start in just under a minute, so we're going to go and have a look at our opponent in full. So last round up against Savras, we did win on the day, so you guys saw the win. 1990 to 1962 banners. It was a solid win. Ships kind of threw me a curveball, but we got through it. So let's show you what the compare looks like, because this one's a actually no, it's Crimson that I was thinking of. Then let's have a look at Tammin. So, we're 200k behind here in GP. We got 7 less Zetas, 5 less Omicrons, 16 less total Relics, and 4 less Relic 5 pluses. So far, not so good. Datacrons, we do have an advantage if we look at 369s. So, we'll take the positive there. 15 speeds, we're behind, but on the 20s and 25s, we're ahead, and it's double digits again. So, that is pretty nice to see. So, we'll take the positives where we can get them. Now, the GL count is not good. They've got every single GL, so rip. And we have got one advantage. We've got Leviathan and they do not. At least according to the check I did. Let me just double check now. I can only see Prof in their Fleet Arena squad, so I would say that's true. So let's see what the board looks like. Did they stick with the defense we were planning for, or have they altered it? They've got layer down. I have got remorse. Because Jabba would have got through that layer. Sneaky devil. Okay. So that is very awkward for me. Let me just review my defense for those of you who didn't see me tweaking it before. So we've put Jabba down this round. They've not got Afra, so I thought let's protect fleet. We've got Vader, Talon, Malak. We've got this Darth Maul team that's basically just to burn a squad of theirs. Finn, Poe, and we've moved Akbar, Leia, Stormtrooper Han to the front wall after it's done reasonably okay on the back wall for a few rounds. Again, it's probably just going to be a burner team, but if it takes a team, we're happy. We've got Dash, Vandor, Lando. We've got Phoenix. Not really happy on defense with them, but they'll do for now. We've got Tuskens, Rey, and Malgus. But yeah, I was not anticipating Leia. We've got Seer. We've got Darth Revan, although there's no Malak. We've got Malgus with Malak. 5th brother, 9th sister, and 7th sister. And then we got Rey, Ben, Rey. If we go down south, we can obviously see Kenobi. But that layer is a kick in the nuts. No ult though, so that's a positive. Alright, let's bring the plan up again. Okay, so C is now up north. Mon isn't on defense. Yeah, that's fixed it. CLS was here. Django, I think, was on this wall, yeah. So that is pretty much up to date, I think, yeah. My thoughts are, we can afford to move Slacker away from Malgus and do gas on Malgus. But I can't say in good conscience what I want with Raven. That's really screwed with me a bit. But that does give us an option, like I say. Even though I don't think Slacker versus Leia is easy, it's something we can try. Yeah, I'm open to thoughts here as far as what my odds are as far as Slacker. I mean, let's have a look on GAC Insight again. We've got Leia, R2, Drogon. No worries, Stopper Man. No worries. Is there a thing here for ults? Like, an attacker's got an ult? Don't think there is there? Alright, so that's just something to keep in mind, I guess. Oh, attack ults, so defense ults. There we go. Exclude. There we go. Okay, so I need to change the outcome to win. My armor is not built. I cannot do that. It's a 39% win rate with hooks and crew. Goes up with crew and Watt. Down with Fost and hooks. Down further with first order officer. Oddly enough, it goes up with Sith Trooper. I'm a bit surprised at that. The thing is, you're getting then to a point where you've got so few battles that the win rate's high because people are just getting lucky, for lack of a better way of putting it. Yeah, 887 the rally levels. Yeah, none of this is filling me with confidence. I know I'm very quiet at the moment, but I'm just trying to think through what my best option would be. I mean, I'm looking at that and thinking, maybe try that. Put Watt in. That itself is messy. I mean, you'd assume you'd want tank tech on Kylo, but my Watt's not geared. So Watt will just die. So the brute kind of just is there to die as well, essentially. Man, oh man, oh man, this is not good. I'm trying to plan out what could happen if I took in a really undergeared armourer. Like, 60 battles there, it's a fairly decent win rate, but like I say, it's just poor gear. Every one of these have got relics, which you'd expect. Tell you what. Let's work on the other teams. I know I've just spent a long time looking at all that, but I'm thinking, let's work on everything else on this wall. And then at least we've got through that lot. And then if we can deal with Leia, we can deal with Leia. I think that's the way to go. Alright, so Jedi. We've got 1, 2, 3. I would put a Kron on, but I don't think there's anything worthwhile. There's no protection stats right now, so... Okay, we'll do a hand wave. I've said it before as well, but it really irritates me in this battle how JMK will short ult. It's as if he knows that he needs to do it more. He needs to do it to protect his allies, so he just always goes for the 2-turn. You're like, come on, give me a break, man. Alright, give that to Raven. And give that to Yoda, so he's get... Well, hang on, he won't gain foresight here. Let's make sure he does, though. There's the short ult. Right, we just need one more attack. Okay, we're going to do that on JMK. Pass that to JML. Okay. Insta-kill gone. We've got a good chance now. Actually, yeah, let's mark Kenobi. Well, Master Kenobi. You know, it's so weird with this account, right? Because if I had Kenobi on here, he'd probably be on defense a lot more compared to Crimson, because I feel like I've just got more offensive options here. Whereas I could, you know, I can afford to put him on defense here. Whereas on Crimson, I feel like I have to have him on offense just to beat like Lil Vader. It's such a weird scenario. It all comes down to the bounty hunters. Lack of investment on the other one. Alright, Order 66 went in. Let's hope Wampa is up to this task. Where is he? There's Wampa. Okay. Slam the ground. We get the protection up at least. This is my only concern now, just making sure we kill them before they wipe out my protection up. We should be fine. If anything, we got Zamacron out. All good. Yeah, 58, Wampa did a good job. Alright, next up, next load of Jedi to come in. We got 1, we've got 2, we got 3. What relic level is he? The Wampa? Relic 3. So, needs work. Yeah, again, I don't think there's any crons that would really benefit us here. Yeah, I need to work on Wampa. Let's do that. Stun who we can. Well, that's all of them. Give that to Luke. Put that on old Ben. Yeah, I've got Wampa at Relic 7 on my free to play, and I do enjoy using him or her. And it's just one of those things I've just never got around to it here, and it's not for lack of want. Oh, okay. Bye-bye, old Ben. Alright, give that to Hoda. Okay, that is good, that is good. I mean, we lost old Ben, that's a shame, but I'd say we're still in a good spot. Although confusion is not fun. Yeah, get the stuns in and do that. One more, please. Thank you. You hear I'm working on 2GL plus a legendary journey, so no time for Wampa. Yeah, I'm so grateful in a way that JKL was a thing, because it kind of forced me to at least get Wampa to Relic 3. But yeah, I think if you aren't going in that direction, it can be rough. On Khajiit, you've got a 7-star Executrix, so they can finally finalize. I heard about you paying there, Estelle. That was rough. Too bad the event was just a couple of days ago. Again, I feel you there. Back in December, I'd just got the requirements done for Slacker, and the finalizer event was as I found out, 3-4 weeks away. So that was horrid. But it did also give me time to work on some relics around what I was doing, so it was kind of nice. You're facing a 6.6 million. Damn. That's bad drafts. I'll be honest, I feel for you there again. That is a bad matchup. I think what I'd say is just do what you can. If they attack, I'm very unfortunate. But I'd be surprised if they did, just for the simple fact that they're down there. You got the ships, but they were not built good, so you lost the fight. I'm trying to work out what ships we're talking about there, Lord of the Fly. Is this the finalizer? Yeah, I think this will be the finalizer, won't it? I know that event can be tricky. Not like super tricky, but it's one of those where it's like you kind of have to know the turn order, don't you? You have to know who to do with what. So I always try and remind myself, put Hunted on Anakin, and then assuming you've got good enough speed, you're able to get a stun with Kylo on Anakin, and then it's just dealing with the tanks and try and get rid of the taunts and get to Anakin properly. So it's not too bad, but a bit like you say, if your ships aren't there yet, it can be a bit rough. But yeah, I do that every now and again. Well, I say that I do it on my main every month now, or every fortnight on my main. But yeah, it's one of those that you kind of just take for granted in a way. Like you kind of got used to doing it. When you do it for that often, it kind of just becomes rinse and repeat. Alright, send a droid. Okay, so put some exposes on the board. Increase the cooldowns again. Just do the megalomaniac Luke. I thought we got him. Nearly. Leia didn't stand a chance. Just checking, was this a Bushcron? Oh, a Chrysanthemum Cron, right. I didn't look at the Cron like I should, but that was not as good as I thought it would be. Yup, no, Smurf, how you doing, man? Oh, I was really hoping for a one-shot there. I'm getting greedy with BT. Go on, basic. Oh, nearly. Bye-bye. Drafts 2 team Revan Malak, HK, others Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, and Fallen. Revan Malak is a tough one for you, I'm not going to deny that. Thankfully there's no Bastila, so that's something. Yeah, Bastila's with Emperor Palpatine. If it's Darth Vader lead, that's not as bad though. No Palpatine train. Smurf, you could have been better. I'm sorry about that, man. Hope you have a better night than day. That's all I can say with no context. Alright, 57. Let's give this a go. Oh, okay, I'll have a look after the stream, but I hope you're alright, man. Or will be alright. Ferenc, thank you for the follow. Hello there. Have we got a tank available? Well, of course, we've got crew. I feel like I need to have a look at Leia a minute. Bear with me. Just need to see what is going on. Because I've said it before, I don't know Leia's kit too well. Deal bonus true damage to target enemy equal to 10% of the damage other rebels allies received since the last turn. And deal additional effects based on the target enemy's roll. I'm glad to hear it's just SWGOH stuff. I'm glad to hear that. I was concerned it was something a bit more deep or personal. At least SWGOH stuff can always be sort of just repaired with some RNG, shall we say. I'm trying to see what the move is that removes mastery. Yeah, I'm really struggling to see it. I'm assuming there's something in the kit that says enemies lose mastery. There we go. Whenever an enemy's turn ends while Leia has Fearless, she gains 2% max health. All enemies lose 5% mastery and 15% defense tenacity. Leia can't gain Fearless if she has a taunt effect. So I suppose the question is, how do we keep Fearless off her? I don't think you can remove it, can you? It seems like a locked status, so you're thinking, with that, you're essentially just going to be losing mastery, so... There's a hell of a lot in this kit, isn't there? I just don't like that win percentage, 32%. I mean, the wins have had armor pen, by the looks of it. Maybe we could lean that way. See, I think if we were going for a Cron, it'd be that for the crit damage. Because we always crit, so it benefits us to have the crit damage. but that's kind of good. Stacking offense and armor pan. Yeah, I think we go for that because I've just realised stacking offense is going to be better than max health damage because I'm pretty sure the GLs are immune to it. So, yeah, let's go for that. I'm going to just make a judgment call, otherwise I'm going to be here all night. So, Leia was only in the 400s, I think. Yeah, 489. I don't know how the speed checks out as far as leaderships, but what's mine? 502, not that much faster. I'm wondering in case we can get a stun on Drogon. I'm saying that, I don't know if we can stun. 40 speed, so I think we gain 40 as well. They're immune to max health reduction, yeah, so there we go. But saying that, I don't think I was doing max health reduction, I was just max health damage. Alright, we're going in, we're going in. I feel like I've been just here too long. Alright, first turn, brilliant. Can we stun? We can, good. Okay, crew, I just need you to be tanky for as long as possible. Under stealth, okay, got it. We'll swipe on R2. Alright, bye-bye, Huxley. Let's just do a poke, get rid of the buffs. Ooh, wow, okay, we'll swipe. Okay, this is where it's going to get sketchy. Oh! Man, that was brutal. Okay. I think we just have to leave it, for now anyway. Maybe we can get someone out, but... yeah, that is brutal. Alright, back to the plan. Let's just deal with this top wall. Alright, so Papa Palpatine is needed here. It's a gut punch that with the Leia. I mean, it caught me out badly. Not just like being there, but the fact that it was also down south. Yeah, we're going to go for that one because it's more crit avoid. But yeah, if Leia had been on the top wall, I wouldn't have been as worried, but down south, it's kind of forced me to go for the wall with less points. Let's stun Ben. We'll throw the grenade. Okay, that was... I didn't mean to do that, but we're just gonna have to roll with it. Okay, whirlwind. Okay, we're still standing. Maybe not better than we ever did, but we're still standing. Alright, damage immunity. Bye-bye, Papa Palpatine. Okay. Okay, well, at least we aren't going to have the jack-in-the-box thing. Come on, counter it. Oh. Okay, I think we're fine. Oh, that sucks. I think I gamble on the fact that Ray shouldn't be able to kill Starkiller. But there we go, 54. Alright. Let's do gas here. Yeah, this Leia really screwed me because Slacker was going to be to take this and Gas to take down the Raven. And arguably it's overkill, but still. Just messes up your plan. It is one of the reasons I think I benefit when I don't plan, because if I just come in and see what the board is, I can plan based around it. Whereas this time I kind of adjusted things based on what I thought would be here, and yeah, the board was switched. Alright, well, just it, Marauder. Alright, nap time. We'll hit Marauder again. Might as well yeet him. Alright, 2v1. 1v1. We're critting, so we should be able to stop him from doing his big leap. We just got a ramp. Alright, enough Malgus, enough. No crit. Armor Shred. Come on, crit. No crit. Crit. Come on, crit. Got one. Alright. Dancing with fire. Alright, see ya. We got bounty hunters. Griefy baby. Alright, pop a taunt. A little bit surprising that crew's the weakest here. Not exactly a good tank if he's the weakest. Alright, contract. My gut's saying if we can, we go for Seer. I know Crew's the one with the taunt, but I'm thinking Seer's the one that's got the max health damage ability. The likelihood is we're just going to have to do 3 disintegrates anyway. Yeah, those ability blocks were poorly timed for us. Alright, Bosky boy. Need to get you back taunting. That's it. It's definitely a slow battle as far as we're just basically letting Mando do the heavy lifting, but it's efficient. Plus, it's nice to use these outside of Lord Vader for a change. I think we can use Maul on this. Hang on, maybe not. Revan lead will make it a bit awkward. What else have we got? Adrad was going to be used against Dash Team, but we might not see it now. What's the speed on the Revan? Because I know it gains plus 20 with Talon. Yeah, there's no way I'm outspeeding that with Troopers, even if I thought it was safe. I can't say I've got an answer to this. I mean, I haven't got Inquisitors down anywhere. I'm not saying they can do this, but they might get me into a position to deal with it later. Yeah, my Troopers just can't outspeed it. And besides that 3v3, it's a little sketchy. Yeah, Wampa we've already used. Troopers, I just haven't got the speed. Well, that and the gear. I mean, my Troopers are a work in progress still. Here we go. Oh, like I say, we've got Piet and Iden at Ralix, and then the rest are kind of lagging. So yeah, I'm really trying to come up with an outside counter, if you like. CLS could potentially do it, but that might be safer. I used to do CLS way back when, but it's been a while since I've had to use it as a counter. Plus, it means if I could get through the layer, which is a big could, then I haven't got anything for Zori. But saying that, that's definitely a maybe at this point. So I think we just deal with that if we get there. Whereas this we can get through. Yeah, let's give it a go. I think the bottom line is I'm going to have to try and... I'm just going to have to use teams I don't really want to use to get through Leia. Right, we should counter there. Ooh, okay. Ow. Alright, I am going back to these, but purely because they're preloaded. I'm thinking maybe they stand a better chance now. But yeah. Alright, fear isn't great. Feel like I'd be stating the bleeding obvious saying that. Alright, we've got the taunt again. Seventh's still in the game for us, so that's something. Oof. Yeah. Damn. Maybe Padme? Go back to an old school counter? Okay, that isn't working. Right, I'm cooking a bit here, but I'm thinking we've got Fennec, who's got the Underman lead, if you like. Xanford the Omicron, and Boba, hopefully we can benefit from ferocity and be able to nuke someone. I'm not hopeful now, though. I mean, I don't think we can get through a wall. Oh, wow. Alright. We got one out. There's definitely a point when you think, right, this should never work. Right, the expose was good. Hondo for the win. Or at least for the win in this battle. Bloody hell. $26 banners. What a piggy mess. Right, I didn't have Mon Mothma down on my tick sheet, if you like, so we could probably beat this with this. I can't believe it chewed up CLS. That one gutted me. I mean, I know CLS isn't like a guarantee or anything, just to be clear, but it's one of those where you're like, really? It made CLS look like a punk. I think I've got that used to seeing Malguses that you kind of take Darth Revan lead for granted a little bit. Just how annoying it can be if you haven't got the right thing. Alright, Trooper Man should be here. Should be due a promotion. Kyle's slowly getting there to become a Jedi Knight. They know who to go for. Like, they are hard focused on Kyle. Hey up, Liam. That better starts to around. Got rumbled straight away when opponent set a layer that I wasn't expecting. Other than that, doing alright. How about yourself? Have they actually targeted anyone other than Kyle yet? Like, if I didn't know better, I think he got a taunt on him. Like, again, I know it's how the AI works, but it's just laughable. They are hard determined to get him. I didn't mean press that, but not the worst thing. I don't think there's a cleanse in this lot, so yeah, 9th misses a turn. Alright, Kyle's back in the game a bit at this point. Speed up is helpful as well. Come on, we need that days off, Kyle. Come on, Mon. That isn't a cleanse. What was I doing? Oh, you little gits. Little git. Wow, I'm on a minute and 30. I didn't realise we were that far behind on time. They've literally won this battle, or at least tied it, if you like, by the fact that I haven't been able to keep Kyle attacking as much as I'd like. I think that's the first time I've seen him go for someone who isn't Kyle, actually. Right, base it. If we could get the taunt off, it would be a bonus, but we haven't landed anything that would do it. Right, so 5th goes. Worthless Man goes. And basic. Come on. Oh, you little swine! 7th has just come in every time with one of those clutch. Oh, this is just a painful one. They haven't deserved to win this. They haven't, I wouldn't say I've done great, but man oh man. It honestly feels like they've just cheesed their way to a win. Or to a hold. Got the get out. 3 seconds left. Man, oh man. Doing alright. It feels good to have Leia done with her ult now working on Bad Batch Lord Vader and more immediately getting everything ready for Bane. I think that's the great thing for you. The fact that you've got that flexibility moving forward. I mean, I know for myself, I'd love that knowledge, if you like, that you could just sort of think, right, okay, I'm just going to hoard gear for a bit. I've said it before, but my I'll get Bane here, and I probably won't do anything with him except for taking to maybe gear 8. And then on my free-to-play, it's another 3 months until I get him. So it's not really a thought in my mind other than just actually getting him. It's a shame, really. I feel like I've gone so far down the rabbit hole with this one. I'm surprised that no one's called me Alice. I've gone in for this battle purely because I thought, sure, we've got enough turn meter in the team to just make it work. Especially with no tank on the side. Alright, stuns are good. Alright, we got there in the end, 33. So at least we can see fleet. Let's see if we can get this layer down with something. I mean, I honestly don't know what. Let's try Moldalorians. Let's just see if we can boom, boom, boom them. I suspect even if I got ISC and Gar relicked, it would be difficult, but let's just give it a go. Okay. Let's do that. Alright. Let's just see how much Maul can do. Not a lot. He needed the true damage from the other two. Even if it wasn't a lot, it was still something. Okay, what else could we maybe cobble together? I don't think there's anything that could win. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Liam. I'm literally at the bottom of my roster, really. Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's more just me just trying to hang in, if you like. But yeah, I am with you. It's disappointing more than anything. If Leia hadn't been there, I think we'd have had a really good round, but because she's there, it just screwed everything. Can't be helped, obviously, but it's just frustrating.
Catharin cheered X100. Enjoy your weekend.
Hey, thanks, Kit. Hope you're doing alright, man. Thanks for the bits. There's one thing, without the ult, we could ult before they ult. If we live. Just a minor problem. Alright, bring SLP back. Oh no, apparently they've got permakill. I didn't see that bit. Maybe it's something like if they got burn on them, they'd die permanently. I was looking through the kit earlier when I was trying to plan my attack, and it's a big kit. Alright, so yeah, that just blows. No two ways around it. Let's just clear fleet and hope that they have difficulties clearing my south. Let's take the Empire in. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just blows that. Hopefully Crimson's got a better round. I haven't done any research there, so we're going in blind there. Alright, so that gets rid of the protection up. And we can just go bye-bye Annie. No worries, Sopper. No-night. No-night. I don't know where that came from. Alright, yeah, go on, let's go for Marauder. I could go for Plow, but he's kind of not doing anything there right now, so go for the one that could be more annoying. I think I said it before, but this is one of the things about having two accounts. If you mess up on one, it almost feels like the other account gives you a chance at redemption for the night. It's like here I'm thinking to myself, I really should have bought in Defender, and I don't know why I didn't. I was like, oh, maybe I could do a Scythe Fleet, and I'm thinking now, why did you want to do a Scythe Fleet? Well, that's kind of how my brain goes sometimes. Yeah, that crit hit immunity is annoying. Okay, definitely having remorse here. Pass that to ITF. A second insta-kill, let's do it. Pound to a penny, Ahsoka's got that move. I just knew she'd have the cleanse. I hadn't kept track of a turn meter, turn order or anything. I just thought, shit, pound to a penny, she can do the Uno reverse. Alright, we're dead in the water now. This has just not been a great start. Okay. Biston. Wedge. Cassian. Overkill. So, clean these fleets up and we get over to Crimson, because honestly, Tammins kind of doing my head in right now. Let's focus fire on Rex, because we should be able to get Ahsoka out with the AoE. Alright, overkill. We'll use this here. Just overkill it. I know the fleet can be a bit annoying. Alright, we'll just go straight for the bomber. And go on, we'll smack it. Interesting how the AI for Palpatine shuttle's like, yeah, put that taunt on the one that you don't want to get hit. Right, so that's the second life for the Marauder. Okay, so that gets rid of all the buffs that Endurance just put on the bomber. Plus we can now go for Malgus. Oof, okay, that wasn't nice. I hadn't been keeping track of the bombs, so that was rough. Anything, we didn't get Surpreso off. Alright, we're okay, but we did lose banners. Considering the state of this round, I don't think it matters, but from a personal pride point of view, it's annoying. You know, I've always liked Phantom for that ability, at least on an offensive side, the idea it can just taunt with a foresight. It's a really annoying combo, isn't it? You know, you really need something like a Vader to guarantee a hit on it, and it's sneaky like that. Alright, we got a nice bit of turn meter there. Alright, there's a lot of buffs on the board, so Scythe should be able to come in here in a moment and do some real work. $28 stacks, wow. Although it hit like a wet noodle. Okay, I didn't really mean that. Okay, the tank's gone at last. Let's see what buffs we've got again. 13 stacks, that's still decent. I was going to say, let me bring Defender in. I want to end this. I toyed with my food too early on. Alright, just comeuppance. Okay. At least we got through it. 1134. Not great banners, if I'm being honest, but we've done what we can. I mean, I look and I think Ray has caused issues recently, so it's just so awkward, isn't it? Because Jabba arguably needed to be south so that there was 2 threats down there. Because no one in the right mind goes north. Yeah, it's just a rough one, this. I don't think I stand a chance, but that's just how it goes. It's just a bit of a shame. Alright, let's reboot and get Crimson on. I know that last round Crimson had an easier round. I mean, I'm grateful for it, because like I say, I haven't been able to do my fleet climbers regularly this week for whatever reason. So it's been helpful getting that win. But yeah, I could really do with maintaining that win rate. That's why 10 was a disappointment, because obviously I didn't do my climb today as well there. And yeah, could do with making up for it. So 10, I'm not making up for it, but Crimson, I'd say it's still within reach. I think the biggest thing stopping Crimson, it is a tougher opponent. Last time we were facing someone smaller. I think this time it is someone a million or so bigger. So yeah, it's a bit of a tough one. It's alright, I've just got a minute to have a look on Discord. Oh, just joined a voice channel, I didn't mean to. I see what you're on about, Smurf. Yeah, Smurf's just posted in Discord. He had 2 sims for Princess Nisa he got 2 shards out of 5 sims. It got him to 99 out of 100 shards for 7-star. That is rough. Oh, saying that though, he did go a bit crazy with this. He's gone into the 1800 refreshes. Smurf, I know you're not in the chat right now, but boy, oh boy, that is commitment to your Ewoks. Wow. That was good. I didn't even know you could go up to 1800 refreshes. That is crazy. Man, oh man. Sorry, I'm just still stumped at that. It's like, wow. Okay, game's launched, let's do that. So I was just checking to close my other one down. Okay, so Crimson. Last round, we did get the win. I don't think they attacked. Oh no, they did, didn't they? That was it, yeah, I couldn't get through their lair. They couldn't get through my Bam and Boba. So yeah, we got the win. I'm happy. A little bit unfortunate they matched up with me, but as we're seeing today, that's the kind of thing that happens. So we're up against Ericsson 1, Slava Ukraini 1. I've got no idea what that means, so yeah. So yeah, they've got 3.2 million on me. I think I undersold it when I said 1 million on me. Yeah, that's quite the gap. And to be fair, they haven't got anything. Sorry, there's nothing going for me here. I mean, they've got 115 more Zetas, 12 more Omicrons, 125 more total Relics, 103 Relic 5 pluses. They've got the Datacron advantage, and all of the mod schools, they've got advantages, even though I will say the 20s and 25s are not that big a gap. So, yeah, this one's a bit rough. And then, naturally, they've got all the Galactic Legends, and naturally as well, they've got all the ships. So, this is a toughie. Gotta hope for a friendly defense. But what are those? Glory to Ukraine. Okay, I'm glad it's that, in the sense I was concerned it was something on the other side of that topic. So yeah, I'm grateful to find that out. What was I saying earlier about not having an opponent who's gone balls to the wall GL defense? It's as if they heard me. So, 8 GLs and 2 meta teams. I'm just weighing up my options here because we've got Ray here, Malgus. They haven't got Starkiller. Let me have a look at the compare in full, like what they have got. Actually, let's bring this over. Let's do it with you guys so you can see. Yeah, so this is the compare from before. Yeah, I've got Raver, they've got Taran, they've got Afra. No big surprises there. I would like to just add a few extra on. Oh, it's not Toon, it's I can't remember what the addition thing is. There we go. Add Toon. I want Gennat Calcestus on here. I want to have Bow on. Just on the off chance someone's got it. I'm thinking if there's anything else I haven't thought of for this list. Raver, Malicos, Afra, arguably DTMG. That'd be the other one. Alright, so I'm actually just going to log out of here a minute. Just because it'll bounce me out if I don't. Because I've done the compare as you saw, but I'm actually curious how it looks when we go for all that as well. I know I could just look in the character roster, but I actually wanted to set this up anyway. Because Because if they got Cal, which I assume they have, they've got a way through my Malgus. Yeah, they got all of them. No big surprise. I faced 2 of the 2,000 people who've got Bo-Katan in the past fortnight. And this is Kyber 2. I'm like, I kind of expected Kyber 1, but Kyber 2, it's a bit of a surprise if I'm being honest. If anything, it's a sign of how big or small Kyber 1 is, I guess. So... I don't really have a win condition. In terms of if they attack, I don't have a win condition because even though they've got 8 GLs down plus 2 GAC meta teams, you could argue Starkiller isn't good on defense, but still it's a GAC team. I'm just thinking they've got Cal to take down my Malgus. I'm assuming Raver can deal with Ray. And after that, it's nothing that they can't deal with. So yeah, this one sucks a bit, again. But it is a look at the draw. So... I think we're just going to have to test our off-meta counters a little bit, see how far we can go with them. So here we're going to do 1, 2, and we're going to go 3. Hello Rebel, how you doing? My opponent has set 8 GLs plus Starkiller and Malgus on defense, so... yeah, this has been a bit of a rough one. Let's swap with Luke. Stun. Get the Beskar onto Raven. Oh, that's good progress. I imagine that's maybe... Sorry, I'm just trying to do numbers in my head. I imagine that's what, maybe a couple of attempts at tier 2 and then just the rest of tier 3? I feel I should know, because I've done that event a lot now. Okay, let's send in Luke. Okay. Ooh, bye-bye. Oh, no, we got Saviour. We got Saviour. I forgot about Saviour. Saviour's good. Fast that to Raven. It will give him a bit of protection, but hopefully we can cope with it. You know what? I will just try and get rid of Officer as well, just to... make it a bit harder for crew to gain ult. Alright, so here's the ult. We'll just base it. Whew, we're just hanging in there. We are going to die though, surely. Yeah. Essentially what I was doing, but I think I might have misplayed somewhere. The idea is Beskar armor onto JKR. You want the 3 stacks, but you should get, because usually JKR goes into the Aloe with Slacker's first move. And then generally it's because Slacker's a bit dumb and he's been programmed to go for JKR that you're able to just survive for a while, because all the attacks JKR receives he's able to withstand. I think what got me there as well is it's a Relic 9 Slacker, so it wasn't like a cheap one. So compare that to my Relic 5 JKR, we just struggled a bit. Alright, we'll come back to that. I feel like that could be a saying today. I'm not going to be able to use my CLS team anywhere else. At least that we can see. So I figure let's use it here. Yeah, I've got to agree that Cacao. I had a moment when I was looking at First Order Officer and I'm like, oh, hang on, I haven't killed you. So yeah, I'm in a complete agreement there. I mean, I think the Relic 9 did play a part, but I've got to agree, Fu was definitely... I left him alive too long. I think in my head as well, 3-man, you're usually expecting hooks in there, so I feel like because it was Fu, in my head I'm thinking, oh, it's only Fu, but Fu's still pretty big there, you know? Just deceives you. Alright, that isn't good. Oof. Well, that's one. Counter, Han's gone. I mean, worst case scenario, it does mean a clean-up. We're okay. I don't think you can activate Slacker when you get him. Don't have the gear or Zetas currently. See, when you got him last March, I was surprisingly able to take him to gear 12 off the rip. I think the thing with Slacker, I know the gear and the Zeta are a bit of a problem as far as... I don't know about everyone else, it feels like there's a Zeta crunch right now. But I feel like it's still probably worth using him a little bit. I mean, again, this is just me, but... when I was using... sorry, when I got Slacker on my main account, I did actually throw it on my back wall, because even though Slacker isn't known as a defense team now, even at like gear 8, it's like, you've got to use something on him. You know, you can't just say, oh, it's only gear 8, I'll just throw blah blah at it. You've got to have something that can actually deal with it. You know, even if it's just a really good horn that can shoot him out the gate. So, for that reason, I would be inclined to at least give him a little bit of gear. But I suppose it depends what your farming process is. Yeah, that can be a bit awkward as far as you've been doing a lot of light side farming like shot prods and suddenly needing to switch to battle computers if you're trying to maximise car attacks with dark side tickets. That isn't fun. Oh god, this is giving me a headache as far as what we're doing. I can't remember if Treya loses or wins against Malgus. I'm having a blank. Exactly. That's why I was putting it down. I thought at the very least it might just trip someone up who tries something that they shouldn't. I mean, again, once it's built up, I mean, I got my ultimate a fortnight ago or so, I think. As soon as that happens, you take it off defense. You know, you might as well use it to the best of its ability on offense. But you know, when it's not ready, you might as well have it on defense and just say, right, this is your problem to deal with rather than mine. God, you know, sorry about this. I'm looking at Tuscans and it's not Tuscans, Geonosians, and thinking, could they do this? As long as we've got no Hoggle, I think we got a chance. I wouldn't personally give up Watt with Slacker, especially on defense. If you were using him on offense, sure, Watt can do put tank tech on and all that, but maybe you could end up putting in something like hooks, just to beef the team up a bit. All right, boom. Maybe I could Imperial Trooper. Saying that though, he took 2 turns before I took 1. So, no. I'll come back to that. I'm going to be saying that a lot, I feel. I feel like I've been boxed into a corner to try this. But again, that's not a good idea. Maybe we just... If I haven't made it clear, I don't like this. Hang on, they haven't got Jedi Knight Cal, so that's something. They wouldn't be able to do Malgus easily. I kind of glanced over that first time. I mean, I'm assuming Raver could still beat Rey, but the lack of JK Cal for Malgus is positive for me. I'm just mulling over in my head what off-meta counters I've got, and I'm thinking I could Starkiller that, maybe? I say maybe because Cal, I don't know how he interacts with that, probably badly. I could definitely Starkiller that. At the Rey. So in my head, I'm thinking, is it worth just going for the bottom? I could do a Carlo solo there, I could do a C solo there, and just clean up that with something else. Yeah, I think it's not nice, but let's do it. I figure let's just clear a wall, see what's at the back, and if it's possible to clear some more, we do it. Alright, let's just hit Talon. Alright, so no ability blocks from her now. I miss the days when this was in Squad Arena. It was such an easy climb when someone had put C in and you're like, okay, I'm just going to use my Slacker. Oh, there are some things about Squad Arena I miss. I miss some of the camaraderie as well that you'd have with your shard mates. I don't miss the having to be on at a certain time thing that we still have with Fleet Arena. Alright, so... I can't say I enjoy this bit. It's essentially like a long stall now. I'm just waiting for a heal. There it is. Yeah, put DI there, we should be alright. We need the longer ult. It's such a weird match at this point because we're essentially just slapping each other. Right, we didn't do bad there. Let's just pass that over. It's the healing immunity we needed. Just hanging in by the skin of his teeth. All right. All right, next up, C. Even though there's the risk of the ability block from Bastila, I feel like a solo's doable. Might have been better saving that ability. I was debating if I do the ult or hold, but I just don't think there's a world where you hold the ult. Yeah, Bastila's looking pretty tanky. All right, 57. Alright, what can we send in for this? I'm thinking something with Vader. Ugh. Go on, we'll put Royal Guard in. I'm not happy here though. If anything, I'm just looking for something here that could maybe bring it down a little bit. Yeah, you need relics on Royal Guard for Sith Eternal Emperor. The fact that he isn't higher right now is a sign of where he is for me. No, it's fine. Alright, that's about as bad as you can get. Alright, a swipe's just been used. So a basic should be next. That's not bad. Yeah, Royal Guard, if I recall correctly, is a very easy farm. Like, you just get him. There were a couple like that back in the day, like, I think Snowtrooper was another. Alright, 2-meter train, please. One more. Alright, 25. We got the wall down. Oh. Afra, Bounty Hunters, Mon Mothma, Raver, and Adrad. If they're attacking, I am amazed. Because they've got nothing to attack with. This honestly feels like someone just went, you deal with it. Yeah, this is a tough round, but I feel like I've had a tough one on both accounts today. It's what happens. You get opponents who do stuff like this. I would say different levels of toughness. Yours is someone arguably in it being an AOL in a different way. I think I put the isolate on the wrong one. Oh. That's weird. I mean, I haven't got Raver, so I haven't looked at a kit properly, but I thought she could always revive. Yeah, if anyone knows Raver better than I do, I'm curious why Savage was able to one-shot. Oh! Isolate. My bad. My bad. I forgot about that. Hey up, Chris. Okay. Let's send in Wedge and Co here. This guy said F you to me, so I'm just going to try and F you back. I'm going to say it's definitely up your alley, isn't it? Alright, are we going to die? We haven't died yet. We're still in it. Oh, don't do that. And say, Roller, you're carrying this now.
The key is try to win.
Do or do not, there is no try. I love it. I just love it. Hey. No DR Amalgus? I'm curious why we're talking about there, Storm. What is this cheap BS? It's one of the cheesiest counters in my arsenal, and I absolutely love it. I say cheesy, there is mechanics in it, it's got a real logic behind it, but yeah, it's essentially that Rolo there. She gains turn meter in offense based on exposes, or debuff, sorry, and there's a load of exposes that land on it every time she uses that ability. It's a perfect storm. You have to have Wedge lead as well because it just buffs it up even more. That's the shortened version. Okay, we got Afra. Ooh, we got hooks. Not really. They do try to avoid infinite loops. I mean, that was an infinite loop of sorts, but there is the possibility it'll stop. That has happened a few times. An enemy's taken a turn, or an ally's taken a turn who shouldn't. Actually, it happened at the start there. Biggs took a turn after I took my first turn with Rolo, and that can cause issues because then if something happens that shouldn't, suddenly Rolo doesn't get a turn and boom, it's all falling apart. But if it works well, it works well. It's an all or nothing counter. Like I say, this guy's been a douchebag to me, putting pretty much everything good on defense, so I feel like I'm just returned the favor a little bit. Alright. Without red, we ain't winning that. This is the trouble. After taking the first turn means you've got to take something very, very specific in. We burned Horn. I honestly wasn't expecting Afra on defense. I don't think about anything for dash either. He's got Vet on. Can maybe do something with... Oof. You can kind of tell where I am by the fact that I'm suggesting things and immediately going, oh no, no, no. Counters are sort of dying before your eyes. I don't think Gidmay does this, but I won't give it a shot. It's all about if we can survive until Oh, not. Oh, hang on, hang on, hang on. Don't preload. Okay. Bad idea. I think we just got to Star Killer it. Now, I'm not saying Star Killer is a guarantee, but it's a strong team. It's certainly a tier up from the ones I've used. Oh, wow, I got unlucky there. Alright, we had to overkill it, but we got through it. I think Wampa can deal with this. The Bounty Hunters have a good head start, but there's nothing with Tenacity down here. In fact, they helped me out by making a Bubba fast. I'll probably need healing immunity to be landing. That could be the biggest issue. Although on the plus side, the more they hit me, the more I'm going to hit Bosk, so... Alright, so Bubba takes a turn. One down. Ah, okay. Credit to him, that's a good use of a Datacron. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, it didn't help much, but it was there. Honestly, this needed Dengar or something. Some Tenacity down. I always find walls like this interesting, even if I don't like facing them, because it kind of gives you an idea of how you're getting on as far as not having all the teams. You know, it's testing as how your off meta is getting on. And for me, the simple answer is it needs work still, obviously, but it kind of gives you an idea of what you're going to struggle with. It's like I knew I was going to struggle with the Kenobi. You know, Kenobi demanded a GL from me. Alright. Let's just see if we can tickle anything else before we call it. I honestly don't think we can, but may as well give it a go. I mean, I'm saying that. We've got one thing I could use, really. So we'll just send it. This is like an old counter that really hasn't worked for a long time, especially in threes, but well, at the heck, we might as well try it. Again, I've cleared half the board. I'd like to think I've caused a problem if he decides to attack, so I don't think he will. He's pretty much done an FU defense because he doesn't want play. And I can't say I like that. I'm like, come on, if you don't want play, set an easier defense. Don't go for a harder one. Although, I know the argument there is, well, they don't want play, but they want the crystals. Alright, so we should be able to yeet Holdo. Yeah, we don't do anything here. Alright, down for the count, fair enough. Right, we can do that. Bye-bye. It was worth a go. Alright, so this wall remains untouched. I mean, to be fair, 5GLs, that's a tough one for me. So, yeah. This one ends early. It feels early. Alright, folks, with that, I will be leaving you tonight. Not the GAs I would have wanted, if I'm being honest. I mean, on YouTube, I did a thumbnail of Yoda looking horrified at something. I think Yoda saw my defense before I did. Because genuinely, I don't look at my defense before the round starts. But I think it's very coincidental that I decided to do that thumbnail for this. Because it's very apt. Okay, let's see who we can raid. I think we can go to Trevor Boy. So I'll launch the raid to go there. And before we go, quick thank yous to, let me just double check. We had a follow from Darth Raven. We had a raid from Lord of the Fly. Thank you very much, Lord of the Fly. A follow from Ferenc. Hopefully I said that right. And 100 bits from Kit. So thank you very much. And yeah, we'll be back now on Monday. So hopefully I'll see you there. Okay, folks. See you then. Bye for now.